Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom,
France, wow me baby. Perfect. We are a dub over sub platform. You know what I'm saying? Question. How young are we talking? Groke. But, dude, no. That's disgusting. What's it called?
Cuties are these adorable little child-sized oranges in the United States. It's also an indie film about a young girl exploring her identity in an over-religious household after her father takes a second wife. The film explores deep and dark themes such as child exploitation. Or so I have read. I refuse to watch it. I've seen screenshots and I highly disagree with the cinematography. I understand the themes of this movie are supposed to be shocking and disturbing, but in a world of Epsteins and Maxwells, did you have to have little tiny baby girls shaking their butts into a camera? Like, it was that absolutely necessary? I mean, Eli Roth doesn't actually, like, torture people when he makes one of the Hostel movies. It's called nuance and implication. There's no reason these girls had to be exploited that way. The divide here gets creepy when you look at the reviews. You go to any one of these review sites, Rotten Tomato, IMDb, Metacritic, and the divide's clear between the people, just the regular schmucks that can rate it, rating it terribly negatively, but then the insiders, you know, the professional movie critics, are all rating it really high. And which, you know, that's just disgusting when you consider how many of those professionals may or may not be acquainted with people inside of the entertainment industry, with people who may have been associated with these people that are on trial. I mean, for these professional reviewers to so strongly try and redeem and excuse having these young women, I'm sorry, I keep using the term women when these are in fact girls, 11-year-old girls. My mistake, these young girls shaking those parts right into a camera at a time when we have no idea who was on Jeffrey Epstein, you know? We don't know who was in on all of this stuff. Is it the same people that are rating this movie so highly? I doubt that all of them are, but still, it just kind of seems like pedo bait. America, we are better than this. I just want to take your attention to Austin Jones. Do you guys remember Austin Jones? All right, Austin Jones was a YouTuber, and Austin Jones was a creep. Austin Jones is currently in prison because he was requesting his young fans, his 13, 14-year-old girl fans, to twerk on camera, clothed, and send him these videos for his own creepy private stash. You don't see a little parallel here? I get that this movie was shot in France, where the age of consent is like 13 or 15 or something, but we've already proven in court that this stuff is essentially pornography, and these actresses are not old enough to be in pornography, but yet it is being played on Netflix in the United States. I mean, riveting story aside, there are other cases where this is definitely considered smut. Moving forward, do any of you guys remember Matt Is What It Is, the redheaded ginger guy behind the YouTube pedo ring? A while back, this guy Matt Is What It Is, noticed on YouTube that creeps were going onto videos with children and timestamping any location in the video where the child was in like a compromised position, like their legs were open or they were bending backwards, or just general gross stuff that weirdos could get off to. YouTube and everybody agreed, this is a huge problem. So YouTube got on it, and YouTube lost a whole bunch of sponsorships. It was a whole ordeal. But right now we got Cuties, and I'm just saying, like, I'm so disappointed in my country about this one. Like, I can't believe we're letting this go on and that people are defending it. Like, I don't care how good of a story it is. You don't need to use that sort of imagery. And if you absolutely have to use that sort of imagery, you could like a computer generate it or something. I mean, did you really have to get these young girls to do that on camera? I secretly hope that's what's going on, is that the FBI is like using this to like watch where people are stopping while watching Netflix so they can like put them on some list. That's kind of cool. That would be sweet. If that's what's going on, then fine, leave it up. But I'm so maxed out at this point. Like, I am ready to just hop on the next boat to Russia, because pretty much everywhere sucks, but I've heard there are petting zoos in Russia that let you pet bears, and that sounds pretty sweet. All I can really say is, parents, talk to your children about the dangers of strangers, you know? Whether they be indie French filmmakers or not. Teach them about the lasting ramifications of having videos up on the internet. As parents, we need to give children the tools to keep themselves safe.
Ho ho ho, little boy, do you want to be in the film?
Fuck off, Frenchie.
To anyone offended by stereotypes used here today, I would just like to go on record as saying that I am very French. Like, very French. So, chill, okay? Just chill. I get to say frog and do all the frog stuff all I want. Just fuck off. That's really all. I'm in the works on something a little different. If you want to know more details, join the Discord into the description, where I talk more about video ideas long before I actually ever do them. This cutie thing's just kind of popped up on my radar the other day, and it's just so insane to me that I absolutely had to say something. All that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.